What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style O.G. And on today's video, I'm going to share with you 9 things women secretly want in bed, but may never tell you. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe, tap that notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Joseph C. Ross, salute. Now, no matter how great we are in bed or how much we think we're pleasing our woman, 9 times out of 10, there's room for improvement in your sex life. And a lot of times the reason why the sex isn't at its optimal peak, a lack of communication. This can be because talking about sex can be awkward, she doesn't want to hurt your feelings, or she might just be embarrassed to talk about certain things. And that's what I want to help you with on today's video. On today's video, I'm going to discuss with you 9 things a lot of women want in bed, but might not be telling you. So without any further delay, let's hop right into it. First up on the list of 9 things women secretly want you to do in bed, my guy, she wants you to make more noise. Now I get it, you're the strong silent type, but this doesn't always work in the bedroom. Think about it. You want to know you're pleasing your woman. When you make noises, whether it's as simple as moaning or groaning, or talking or even talking dirty, it lets her know she's doing a good job. It gives her affirmation. Very important. And when you talk, including that dirty talk, letting her know what you're going to do to her, it allows her to visualize it, increasing excitement and arousal. And when you allow yourself to let go, make noises, and talk dirty, it lets her know you're relaxed. You both have a level of comfort with each other. This increases the ability of both of you to relax and explore each other. So yes, being strong and solid might work outside the bedroom, but not so much in it. Do yourself a favor, make more noise. Speaking of talking brings me to my next point. Another thing that definitely will make your woman much more excited in the bedroom, do a little bit of teasing. Just like with the talking, if you let her know what you're going to do, but don't do it right away, it lets her build up more anticipation. The more anticipation you build up, the more of a chance she has to come to a higher level of arousal. And when I talk about teasing, I don't just mean verbally, physically as well. Start and stop a lot. Start to kiss, stop kissing. If you're gonna perform oral sex, don't just go right to the clitoris. Tease around it. Build up anticipation. Even with intercourse, go step by step, little by little. When you're starting to have intercourse, go in inch by inch. Remember, do a lot of teasing. You have to keep in mind that women take much longer to get completely aroused than we do. Teasing allows her to get to that point. Now, obviously, if you're watching this video, you want to please your woman in the bedroom. But if you're among the many men out there that suffer from erectile dysfunction, that can be a huge challenge. A lot of guys who suffer from ED find it very difficult to talk about. If this sounds anything like you, I highly recommend you talk to the good people at today's video sponsor, Roman. Roman is a digital health clinic specifically for us guys. It's an online platform that allows you to be evaluated, diagnosed, and treated for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your very own home. Roman will connect you with a licensed U.S. healthcare professional who will come up with a treatment plan specifically for your ED. And getting started with Roman is very easy. All you have to do is go to getroman.com/style and complete a free online visit. All you have to do is answer some general background questions about what you need help with, and the licensed U.S. healthcare professional will take it from there. And after the evaluation, and if you gain a prescription, Roman can send you FDA-approved, effective ED treatment right to your home. It's a new year, a time we all make resolutions. If you have the challenge of ED, I'm challenging you to take control of your sex life. Now, not only did Roman sponsor today's video, they've got a special offer for the Style O.G family. Once you go to getroman.com/style, and if approved, you'll get $15 off your first month's treatment for ED. What I love about Roman, treating your ED is simple, convenient, and discreet. So if you're among the men out there that's suffering with erectile dysfunction, in 2022, I challenge you to take control of your sex life. Get started treating your ED with roaming. Next up on the list of things women secretly don't tell us they want in the bedroom, I have to let you know that no matter how much oral sex you're doing, she probably wants more. I'm here to tell you that most women enjoy oral sex more than any other sexual activity. It only stands to reason she wants lots of it. Did you know that over 70% of women can only reach orgasm through clitoral stimulation? That's why, my brother, you have to go down more. Not only is it a great pleasure center for women, when you touch it with your tongue, you gotta keep in mind, your tongue is soft, warm, and wet. Your saliva acts as a natural lubricant. Lubrication is great for women when it comes to sex. Another great thing when you're performing oral sex, it allows all the attention to be on her. She can relax, she can focus on her pleasure. So no matter how much oral sex you're giving your woman, I'm here to tell you, even if she's not telling you, she wants more. Now next up, I need to let you know that if you're a caring, warm, and gentle lover, that can be great, but not all the time. Your woman may secretly want you to be rough and aggressive. Did you know that 62% of women actually enjoy rough sex? And there's some physiological reasons. When you're more aggressive, it increases the heart rate. It raises her blood pressure, increasing her excitement level. Now here's the thing, when it comes to being aggressive or rough, this is something you may want to talk about beforehand. One person's rough may be too far for another. Some of the common things women like when you're being more aggressive, number one, pull her hair. Some women also like some gentle biting or some spanking. The theme you want to keep in mind when being more rough in the bedroom, you want to have playful force. Heavy on the playful, not too much on the force. Unless you've talked about it and she says she wants more force. Because yes, it's great to be a soft, warm, and gentle lover, but a lot of women sometimes want you to mix in some rough, aggressive sex. Mixing in some rough, aggressive sex from time to time brings me to my next point. Your woman may not tell you, but she may be tired of the same old routine. You want to know the direct line to sexual boredom is relying on the same routine over and over. You have to mix it up. Whether we're talking about new positions, new environment, or just making sure you don't have sex every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday right at 9:12. Throw in some unscheduled sex. Stop doing the same thing the same way every time. If you're always taking control in the bedroom, let her be in control. Let her be on top. Mix it up. Especially if you've been in a long-term relationship, she may not tell you, but your woman could be very easily getting bored. It won't happen as easily if you change things up. Switch up your sexual routine. Speaking of switching things up, brings me to the next thing your woman may secretly want you to do. Do yourself and her a favor, bring some sex toys into the bedroom. If you want to dramatically increase the level of her sexual pleasure, add some sex toys to your routine. And here's the thing you need to do. My man, drop the ego. Don't be intimidated by a little help. What you may realize if you bring sex toys into the bedroom is actually a win-win. You don't have to do as much when the sex toy is helping you out. It actually takes some of the pressure off of you. When you have a sex toy to stimulate her more, it makes your job a lot easier and increases her pleasure. Just like with the rough sex, this is something I believe you should talk to your partner about. Ask her what kind of sex toys she may like. And one of the bonuses about this, when you talk to her about it, it lets her know you're secure in your manhood. You're not intimidated by a little help. Now, next up is something just about all of us have been guilty of at one time or another. Once we get going having sex, we get lost in our own world. In other words, we stop kissing, stop making eye contact. You have to realize with women, sex is a bond. If you stop kissing, caressing, and making eye contact, she feels ignored. She feels forgotten. That emotional connection becomes diminished. So remember, no matter how good it's getting to you, keep caressing, keep making eye contact, keep kissing her. Touch all parts of her body. When you stop doing so, it can easily make a woman feel dismissed and ignored. Maintain that bond. Keep kissing and caressing and keeping eye contact while you're having sex. Now, next up on the list of things that women secretly want you to do in the bedroom, for a lot of women, they want you to stimulate their G-spot with your fingers. Yes, the woman's G-spot does exist and is most easily reached with 1 or 2 fingers. The G-spot is a pleasure center for women, and to reach it, this is all you have to do. When she's laying down facing you, is at the interior and top of her vagina. You want to go under the hood, that clitoris, and use a come here motion. I recommend you use moderate pressure. But before you go in there, make sure your fingers are clean and your fingernails are groomed. If you want to increase your woman's pleasure, use 1 or 2 fingers to stimulate her G-spot. Now, next up on the list is something I can guarantee just about every woman out there wants more of. Make sure you give your woman more after play. Here's why cuddling and being close is important after sex for your woman. Woman's body takes longer to cool down after sex than ours does. Because of this, she's still craving the intimacy and the bonding that cuddling can produce. After the sex is over and you immediately roll over, she's not done connecting with you. It will feel very abrupt to her. And another great thing about after play, when you engage in it, it makes her feel respected. It makes her feel cared for. Remember, sex for all of us, but even more so for women, is mostly mental. It's about that connection. It's about that bond. If you take the time to kiss, hold, and caress her after sex, it strengthens that connection. It increases that bond. So just like foreplay and great sex is very important, just as important is more after play. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, no matter how great we are in bed, we probably all can stand some improvement. And there's some things that women may feel uncomfortable sharing with us. But if you make sure you're paying attention to the 9 things we talked about in today's video, you'll be well on your way to pleasing your woman even more in the bedroom.